Alright, hey guys. So I went to pick up my guitar today and it's quite out of tune. I thought that today would be a good opportunity to teach you how to tune a guitar. If you've ever seen a violin before, tuning a guitar is quite similar. You have the tuning pegs up here. It's a little more complicated than a violin though, and I'll show you why in a minute. As far as what you'll need for tuning, I have your pretty basic tuner here. I used to use this for tuning my violin. Or if you have a semi-electric acoustic guitar, there's a tuner right here. It has a bunch of dials, and if I hit the power button, okay, then when I pluck the string, you'll see, I don't know if you can see it very well, there's a little red number there, and that tells you the number of the string. So when I pluck the lowest string, the top string here, this is E, okay, I should be seeing a 6 up here, and then the numbers will go down. So this one, D, should be a 5. Sorry, A. This one's A. Should be a 5. This is D, 4. Okay. G, 3. B, 2. And high E is 1. Okay? So I'm going to start off tuning this E string, okay, the top E string. My guitar is, all the strings are flat right now, so I'm tuning up to a higher note. So if I take this bottom tuning peg is attached to the E string, and I'm going to turn it away from me, and that makes the note go up. Okay? And if I turn it towards me, that makes it go down. Okay? So now my E string is in tune. Alright? So next thing that I'm going to do is A. Same thing, turn it away from me. And what that's doing is it's tightening the string. Okay? So it's getting higher. Okay? Now my D string is in tune. Now when I get to G, okay, my tuning peg is right here. And this one, okay, I'm turning this one towards me. Right, so if I turn this away from me, then it's going to make the sound drop. Now this is where you have to be careful, okay, because it's very, very easy to snap a string if you tune it too far up. This is what happened to me, the famous story about snapping my G string. It's the only string, okay, that I've ever broken on my guitar. And there was one day when I was tuning and I turned it too far. I meant to turn it down, and I just turned the tuning peg in the opposite direction. G string snapped, and long story short, I told one of my friends that I snapped my G string, and I didn't tell her that I was playing the guitar, and I never heard the end of it. So that's a pretty unfortunate story there. Okay, so now this is the B string that I'm tuning. Okay, and it's the same thing with the high E. I turn it towards me to go up. Okay, so now if I show you these digital numbers again, okay, if you can see through the glare, they should now be reading the correct numbers. So this is 6. Oops. That's 6. Okay, this is 5. Okay, this is 4. Okay, and then I have 3, 2, and 1. Now if you're using one of these, okay, you'll see that you have this flat symbol right here and a sharp symbol right here, alright? And the way it works in music is that a sharp is above the note and a flat is below the note. So if I have let's say that I have an E flat, okay, that means that it's a note below this is E, okay? If I tune it down, so I'm turning this peg away from me, now I have an E flat. Okay, now the last thing that's it's actually pretty cool about tuning a guitar is that if you're good with telling notes by ear, then once you get this bottom E tuned, or this low E tuned, then you can tune everything else by ear, alright? So what you do is you put your finger on the 5th fret on this low E string, alright? And if I pluck these two together, if they're in tune, they should sound the same. So that means that this note, the 5th fret of the low E string, is a D, or an A, sorry. I keep forgetting that. This is an A. So it sounds the same as this A string. And that works all the way down. So these should match up. Okay, again here, my finger is now on the 5th fret of the D string, and that gives me a G. Okay? The only place that you have to be careful is that when you get to the G string, you put your finger on the 4th fret, and that gives you a B. Okay? And then the last one is the high E. Alright? And that's pretty much all there is to know about tuning a guitar. Again, the string names are E, A, D, G, B, and high E. Okay, and that's important if you're using one of these, because this will tell you what the note is. And if you're using a tuner that's actually built into the guitar, then it'll tell you the numbers. So just to review again, with these tuning pegs, with the 3 that are on top, okay, when you're tuning, if you turn the peg away from you, then that makes the note higher, and if you turn it towards you, then it makes the note lower. Okay, that makes the note lower, and that's pretty logical. And it's the exact opposite for the 3 pegs on the bottom, and that's pretty much all you need to remember. So the next time that I talk to you guys, I'll probably be talking about picking, maybe about strumming, different ways to hold the pick. You can see I've been using a guitar pick this entire time, although my fingernails are pretty long because I do a little bit of picking even if I'm not that great at it. So next time I will talk to you about the guitar pick.